Yes, guys, welcome back to Kosi's Arsenal podcast. My name is Kosi. How are you guys doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. We are back again with another match preview. Arsenal up against Fulham tomorrow at exactly 15:30. We shall be live for the match, for the watch along. So make sure you're on. We shall also be live for the for the live match uh, reaction, and of course your fan cams as well. So make sure you're tuned in tomorrow for all that is coming up. But of course, we are going to be looking at some of the injury updates, team news, and all the things that are happening around Arsenal. What has been said, Mikel has been speaking about Emile Smith-Rowe. He spoke about Lacazette as well. The first, the press conference reaction I did was, I think I got it from Haters TV. So if you see, there is no much of Emile Smith-Rowe. There's no much of Alexander Lacazette. Actually, I just talk a little about them. But according to the Arsenal website, he's spoken lots and lots of things about Aubameyang, Emile Smith-Rowe, and Alexander Lacazette. But we're going to look at the team news as well. Who is injured? Who is back? Of course, you have to know Aubameyang, Odegaard, Tierney, and David Louis. Those are some of the players that we want to know how they are standing. So please do smash like button, comment, give me your opinions as well. We're gonna be sharing some of this the screens I have here, so that we could actually follow wherever he said in that press conference, and of course the team news around Arsenal. I hope you can see that. There we go. So let's start off. Let's start off with the team news ahead of the Fulham clash. Um, According to the Arsenal website, they're saying we've checked in with our medical team ahead of Sunday's Premier League match against Fulham. Here is the latest update. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Aubameyang continues to recover after contracting malaria on international duty. Abba will be unavailable for Sunday's match and will continue to be supported and assessed by the medical team in the coming days. So Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is not going to be around. Sorry for the information I gave earlier on, because when I was watching from Haters, it looked like Mikel Arteta was saying that Aubameyang is okay, he's fine. But it looks like he's going to be ruled out for tomorrow's clash. So we don't expect to have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. It's not a big blow for me. I think Lacazette has been doing the job well. I think if there is any player that I'm very, very excited to watch, every game this season, it's Alexander Lacazette. The way he's developing, as a player, you just wish he was 25. You just wish he was 24. Probably, you could give him lots and lots of chances. But now that he's 29, there's a big question mark on his abilities. David Louis, he has he has an injury with his right knee. David is recovering well after the successful small procedure on his right knee, and he's rehabilitating with the medical team. David has started to run, is progressing well, and continues to aim to be available in the next few weeks. I don't know what they mean by next few weeks, but I believe David Luiz's season is over. And throughout the game, throughout the season, I know, according to the Arsenal website, they're going to keep us posted about David Luiz. But I think Luiz's season is over. I don't see him returning unless we make it to the finals in the Europa League. There we could see probably David Luiz and Gabriel Magalhaes, or David Luiz and Pablo Mari. Because that is a little bit stretched off after the end of the season. But I don't see David Luiz back. But according to the injury update, he's recovering and he's progressing very well. His contract runs down in the summer, so we shall talk about much of that. I think in May. Martin Odegaard, he has an injury in his right ankle. Martin will be unavailable for Sunday's match against Fulham, but is hoping to be back in light training next week. I think he got this injury on international duty as well. If I've not forgotten, he got the injury on international duty. I think they were playing. I think no, we were playing. I don't remember. But ever since then, he came back against Liverpool, and then we forced him to play. And now the injury has become a little bit gross. Kieran Tierney, according to the injury update, he has an injury in the left knee. Kieran Tierney sustained a ligament damage to his left knee during the match against Liverpool on third. Kieran is currently rehabilitating with the medical team and is hoping to be back in full training within 3 to 4 weeks. So 3 to 4 weeks. We are on match day what? We're on match day 32. So in the next 4 weeks, that will be match day 36. We'll be left with 2 weeks to to the end of the season. Then you've got to give him 1 week for match fitness. So probably his season is over as well. So according to the Arsenal website, they're saying there were no other further health and injury issues from Thursday's match against Slavia Prague. All players in the men's first team squad are currently available for selection. So that is it. We do not expect a lot of bad news there. Of course, let's talk about Mikel Arteta before I give my opinion on this game. Mikel has been speaking to the press as well, and this is what he was interviewed about. The Fulham game. He spoke about Emile Smith-Rowe, and he was saying that Emile has that extra second and that extra touch. So let us listen to what he said. He says, another game, another Emile Smith-Rowe masterclass. The 20-year-old was inspired, was in inspired form against Slavia Praha, and the moment after seeing a goal disallowed himself, he set up for the opener for Nicolas Pepe. It was a wonderful bit of skill from Emile Smith-Rowe to create the chance for his teammate, and Mikel says it underlines his innate coolness under pressure. This is what Mikel had to say. He says top players in the final third or around the box have that composure. He said that extra second, that extra pass, that extra touch, they are in control. And he said Emile had it to wait for the right moment for the pass. Nico did it as well by not rushing his finish. He took a touch, he took an extra touch, and then he made the right decision. It's all about being calm and that composure in the final third. That makes a huge difference. Smith-Rowe has made a major impact since coming in the team late in December, and Arteta praised the way he has embraced the challenge. And of course, Mikel said, when you are young and you go through new experiences, it is really important that these first experiences are positive. But it gives you such a confidence boost in yourself. He said, these experiences will have a huge impact on where the boys were a year ago and where they are now, and the expectation they are producing. He further says that all that has come in a really positive way, so that speeds up the process of our young talent in the development phase. I think it's really positive for them and really positive for the team and the club. Brilliant. I think this is one of the things I've heard from Mikel, and I thought he was masterclass. Of course, he's so good at PR. If you do not know his games, you're going to find you're going to find yourself falling off the cliff, because he's so good. He's very, very good at providing PR. Very, very good, at providing PR. But I just think the beauty with Mikel Arteta as a manager, and I don't know whether many people agree with this, is he doesn't try to throw players under the bus. He tries to give praise to his players, especially the young players, and I think he's worked so well with the young players, so I would give him some credit with that. Probably he also spoke about Alexander Lacazette, and he said Lacazette really glues our team together. I can agree with that. And he said it has been some response from Alexander Lacazette since missing a big chance to score in the first leg of our Europa League game against Slavia Praha. The striker was understandably disappointed to have passed up that opportunity, but has since scored 4 times in the resulting 2 games. Mikel believes it speaks volume about the player. So he said it shows the personality that Laka has. Our manager said he missed 2 big chances in the home game, and then you have to see his reaction. That reaction could be with some fear, some doubt, or feeling a little bit guilty, or the other one is to have a strong personality and react to say to react to say, now I'm going to put them in the back of the net. He's done that in 2 games consecutively, being really, really efficient. Then his momentum continues. The form that he is in continues, and It's really important for the team. Lacazette has proved throughout the season his time at the club that he's a big game player. And this season alone, he scored goals against Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea, Tottenham, Leicester City, and West Ham. In the key moments and big matches, you need players and senior players who have this experience to make that difference for you, Arteta said. For me, in his style and in his development, even if he's soon turning 30, he's on the right path because he's very willing to learn. He's doing things a much better way than before. And he says he really glues the team together, and that's the quality that's not easy for a striker. He's got it. So that is Mikel trying to speak about some of his players. Of course, he always speaks well about his players, and blah blah ratata and ABCD. But I want us to talk about this game. Arsenal up against Fulham. What I expect, we don't have Aubameyang, we don't have we don't have Aubameyang, we don't have Odegaard, we don't have David Louis, we don't have Kieran Tierney as well. So what do I expect in this game? I've done the predicted lineup, and my lineup, just to take you through. I think Matran needs to get a chance. Yeah. So I think Matran should start in goal. Callum Chambers should be in the right back position. Pablo Mari and Rob Holding, I'll give them a chance. I also give a chance to Granit Xhaka or Cedric. I would want to rest Granit Xhaka, probably use Cedric in the left back, because I don't think Fulham are going to be so much of a threat. Then I want to give more game time to Dani Ceballos and Thomas Partey. I try to see how they fare together. Probably, and then the starting three behind Alexander Lacazette, it should be Gabby Martinelli, Willian, and Emile Smith-Rowe, because I think you've just got to think about it. Smith-Rowe is just coming back from injury, so you could give him the game for match fitness probably. Then away from that, you have Martinelli, who never played in the Slavia Prague game. You've got to give him that game because he's not playing, and it's not his fault. He deserves to be in the starting lineup. Then the other one that I can think about actually should be Balogun. Probably Balogun is going to make it to the bench. If we can get 2 early goals or 3 early goals in the game, you could give Balogun a chance, probably 30 minutes to see what he can actually offer in the Premier League. But I think the starting lineup should be by Mikel Arteta's standards. Leno will start in goal. I think Bellerin will get a chance back. Cedric will get a chance in the left back. Pablo Mari and Rob Holding, that won't change. I think Dani Ceballos but Dani Ceballos, Xhaka, and Partey, I think those are the 3 that will be in the midfield. And then up top, I think Lacazette, Martinelli, and Saka. That is according to Mikel, because I know the way he chooses his lineups. At times he's so conservative. So I know the ways he chooses his lineups. He's not going to change so much. But I think it's a game where we're going to miss Martin Odegaard so much. Of course, you have Emile Smith-Rowe, but what Odegaard gives you is so different from what Smith-Rowe gives you, and I think we are going to miss Odegaard very, very much, because it's a game Arsenal can entertain us. It's a game they can use to entertain us. Fulham try to get that possession, try to do all the nice things in that game. I thought it would be, but without Martin Odegaard, unless Dani Ceballos pulls off a wonder performance like the one he pulled off during Slavia Praha. But if he can't do that, then you're going to miss Martin Odegaard, that player that actually, dictates the tempo of the game, dictates everything around the game. I think we shall miss it, but we shall miss him. But I think we shall still win it. I think we can get it like 2-0, 3-0. I think Arsenal can go, with another clean sheet in the 3rd consecutive games, another clean sheet, 3-0. That is my prediction. Let me know what your prediction is in that one. I think it should be 3-0. I look at Lacazette scoring again. I look at Saka grabbing a goal, and probably you have. I don't want to say Pepe, because that looks like I'm copying right from the Slavia Praha textbook, but I'm going to give Lacazette 2 and Saka 1. So I still give Arsenal a lot of chances, but this is a game where I expect Arsenal to start, players like Martinelli. Give Martinelli a chance, probably give Balogun 10 minutes or 20 minutes in the game. Rest some players. We need that rotation. So I'll be very glad if Xhaka is dropped, just for security purposes. I'll be glad if they drop Leno. That will also make a lot of sense, just to rest him and squad rotation purposes. Partey is okay. I think Partey can play, and then you can rest him for because I think he needs to get that to full realization of his potential and capabilities. So I don't think he has actually made it there. Looking at this game, the importance and relevance, I don't see it as a game that really means something a lot, something big, unless I'm mistaken. But I don't look at it as a game that really means a lot for us. No, I don't look at it as a game that really means a lot to us, because why does it mean a lot? It's the biggest question there. Why does it mean a lot? We are ninth, on the table. We have 45 points. Everton have 49 points, and we have the same number of games, 31. So we are going to match day 32, and that means that if we play our 32nd game, we shall not be able to, take away Everton from the 8th place. So we are going to be locked at 48 points, and then Everton will stay at 49. So it really doesn't look like Arsenal really are going to, put a lot of pressure in this game. But it's an important one if Arsenal want to finish in the top 6, because we are just 7 points behind Liverpool. Liverpool are 6th. Then we are 9 points behind Chelsea. Chelsea are 5th. And then we are 10 points behind West Ham. West Ham, if you look at West Ham on the table, they are 4th, and it's amazing. Leicester City are 3rd, and we're 11 points behind Leicester City. So the battle could, look, this could be a battle that, we would say a battle that's continuing. But the problem, why you can't say it's a continuing battle, is the consistency of Arsenal in the league has failed. We have failed to be that team that is consistent. Because look, Aston Villa have 44 points. They have a game in hand. And we are tied on the same number of points as Leeds United. They also have 45 points. So if we lose this game, we shall drop to 11th, or back to or 10th or 11th. So what you want is try to win it, to keep that position, 9th, and then you pray that Spurs keep making the mistakes. So I just wish Arsenal can finish around 8th, 7th, but I don't see that happen. In this one. The key important players in this one, I think the midfielders are going to be very effective. The midfielders, without a doubt, they should be very, very effective in that game. There are not so much of things to talk about, actually, in that game. I'm looking at the Guardian, and what they have written actually about this game and everything, and the starting lineup. They have gone with Leno, Holding, Bellerin, Xhaka, Thomas Partey, Danny Ceballos, William Smith-Rowe, Martinelli, and Alexander Lacazette. This is how Fulham could actually line up. They could go with Areola in goal, a back three with Aina, Anderson, and Adarabio. Then you have 5 midfielders, which looks like really a compact midfield with Robinson, Reed, Lemina, Tete. Then you have Raid and Lookman, and then you have Mitrovic scoring for them, or leading their line, not actually scoring for them. If you look at the form of both clubs, Arsenal, you have a win, a draw, a win, a draw, a loss, and a win. So we have only managed to win 3 games in our last 6 games. That is disheartening, isn't it? And we have drawn 2 and lost 1 in their last 5 in our last 5 games. Fulham on the other side, they have a couple of players injured. They have they have Kaney, they have Kongolo, they have Radak, who's injured as well. But they don't have the best of runs. They have 1 win in their last 6 games. So they have, and actually they have lost all the other games. So I don't expect Arsenal, to really mess up in this game. It should be an easy one. And we should actually treat it as an easy one. So And guys, that is all I wanted to talk to you about, this game. Probably if there is anything, I could just give a shout out to Charles. Hello, Kosi. Great seeing you again. Big up, my brother. Happy to see you, Kosi. Doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much. And then Peterson also says, I hope Kosi Arsenal should maintain that. Yeah, look, I agree, and your prediction is 3-0. I agree. I think Arsenal should, we should go with the same lineup, but the squad rotation issues, of course, you have to do a squad rotation, but going with the same lineup, I don't see any problems with that. I just don't see any problems with that. I'll speak to you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed time.